My name is Lisa Parker, and this is a presentation created for those serving as UIL Academic Coordinator at their elementary, middle school, or junior high school campus. I created this presentation for those who are new to coordinating. It is my hope you will leave this presentation feeling empowered, knowing a few tips and tricks to being a successful UIL Academic Coordinator, and also that you know that you have allies at the UIL office who are here to assist you. I've been at the UIL for 9 years, and I've been working with UIL A+ academics since I started. Prior to UIL, I was a high school English teacher. I approached my job at the UIL through the lens of a teacher, so for me that means considering how the processes and requirements of the UIL A+ academic program directly impacts your day. If I can do something that makes your involvement with UIL academics be a little smoother or easier, then I will be grateful for that opportunity. I still remember the impact UIL academics had on my actual students when I was teaching, so I'm very excited that you are now directly involved in providing the opportunity to your students and community. Maybe you are asking yourself during this meeting, just what am I doing here? What is a UIL academic campus coordinator really? An essential part of being a coordinator is acting as a liaison between various people and groups, such as to your district administration, any academic coaches at your campus, your school community, and us here at the UIL office. Communication to these people and groups will help ensure the success and efficiency of your UIL A+ program. You are a vital part of the success for any UIL academic program. The registration system for A+ academics is open each school year towards the end of May for the following school year. The link to register is on the A+ academics homepage. Once your registration has been processed by our office, you will receive a confirmation email with a link to download the A+ handbook. The A+ handbook is the #1 resource for learning more about A+ academics. In the handbook, you will find the contest rules for all events, sample test material from the previous school year, as well as answers to frequently asked questions and contest documents, such as meet entry forms. If you are from a brand new campus, email us at aplus@uiltexas.org so that we can add your school to our directory, and then you can be able to complete registration. There are 2 types of materials involved in A+ academics: study material and contest material. All UIL coordinators will need to acquire and organize study material. Many of the study material the UIL offers are either free downloads or study materials at a low cost, such as purchasing a packet of previous year's contest materials. Create a system of organizing and keeping track of materials. For hard copy material, maybe you could ask your librarian to put barcodes on those materials so that you could lend them out to others and then make sure to get them back at the end of the school year. If you are ultimately the meet director for an invitational or district A+ meet, you will need to request or purchase the meet materials. District meet materials are provided for free, and invitational materials are sold on the UIL store. If you go to uiltexas.org/A+ and then select A+ meets, you will see a page that will explain the differences between an A+ invitational and an A+ district meet. So as the coordinator for your campus, you're going to be directly involved with recruitment. When you think about A+ academics, you basically have 2 different groups of people that you are recruiting. You're going to have your coaches for each of the events that you're going to offer, as well as, of course, the students to participate. Whenever you look at the contest rules, we actually do not limit who can coach an A+ academic event. However, you are going to want to make sure that you follow your local policy around that to see if you could reach out beyond, say, like your teachers to coach an event. If you happen to be a new UIL A+ coordinator, talk to the previous coordinator or your administration, other teachers, and parents to find out a few things. You're going to want to find out what has been happening with the program. How long have your coaches been coaching? What events did those people coach? How many students have placed? And also going back to those materials we just talked about, where are those materials located? You're also going to want to find out, are there any of those coaches who did it last year who are willing to do it again? One helpful thing you could consider doing whenever you are recruiting those coaches is to go ahead and have a job description written out for each coach so that they know what is going to be expected, such as how many times a week are they going to be meeting with students, for how long. You're also going to want to put in there the requirement for those coaches to be familiar with the UIL contest rules. Around this topic, people are, wondering about stipends for their coaches. This is something that is decided locally, and I do hope that it will be an option for your program. Beyond finding the coaches for those events, recruiting students is such an essential role of being a coordinator. There's a few different ideas as far as how to recruit students that I've heard of. There's some UIL A+ academic programs that will have a fair with tables set up for students to visit and to learn about the available events and then to sign up for the ones that they are interested in. You could also be like this coordinator from Pflugerville who has a bulletin board and has an open enrollment policy where students would just go up and write their names on that bulletin board. Last, a really common way to recruit students is just by talking with other teachers to get recommendations of which students to reach out to see if they are interested in participating. Okay, competition. Expose students to what the competitive environment feels like at the district meet to help them prepare for that experience. When possible, offer students the opportunity to get a feel for competition day. You can utilize contest documents such as the answer sheets and evaluation sheets for each of the events during your practices with students. The UIL offers an invitational set of materials which could also be utilized for a practice meet. Just make sure that you don't use invitational meet materials for study materials. Okay, now on to thinking about the district meet. Entry forms for your district meet could be created locally, or also your district could decide to use the forms provided in the back of the A+ handbook. Your district will need to have decided on what method to use for meet entry, as well as have decided the dates when those forms need to be submitted to the meet director. Eligibility comes into play with the meet entry. Make sure that you are following TEA guidelines about eligibility rules. As the UIL coordinator, you basically get to be the hype manager for your A+ academic program, which is a very important role. Leading up to and following competition day, share the news with your school and local community about your student successes and what they learned from their competitive experiences. This is another way that you can reach out to and harness others in your area who might end up deciding to join you in your A+ program and help in some way. Another really important step for being a UIL coordinator is to take the time to reflect on your program. So keep track about what you learned throughout your A+ competitive season. Jot down some notes about what went well and what difficulties you faced and overcame. How could things be different next year to make it run more smoothly for you? Share these thoughts with your A+ district, especially leading up to and at your planning meeting. Also, don't be shy about sharing your thoughts with our office. We would love to support you. There have been changes made to our contest documents and contest procedures because of feedback I've received. Thank you to the coaches who have suggested contest scripts and answer sheets to be used on contest day. Last summer, there was an update made to the Ready Writing evaluation sheet that came directly from a coach email received the previous spring. We want to make your experience with UIL academics as enjoyable as possible, so if there is something we can do to help achieve that goal, we will do it. So when I talk to experienced UIL coordinators about what has made their program successful, two of the suggestions that appear again and again are the importance of planning and communication. When you can harness the power of planning early and communicating those plans out to others, you will see an ease in the running of your program that will build from year to year. Here is a screenshot of the A+ academics calendar that is posted on the URL listed. Hopefully, you will notice that there's not many deadlines at the UIL state level for your program. Your main task is registering your campus for A+ participation. The other deadlines deal more with meet directors, which you may or may not have a part in. If you happen to miss a deadline, I will understand and I am here to assist. Some recent resources that were shared with me that are worth passing along are a couple of organization websites that have been used by coordinators. In addition, it was recommended that if you have a way of sending mass emails out to other teachers, parents, community members, that will be one way of making communication easier when it comes time to any pre-established plans or ones that happen last minute. TalkTab is the free software that is recommended for speech events. This software will make tabulating your speaking events a breeze. At this time, we do not have an online meet entry system for A-plus academics like we do for high school. A couple of programs that have been shared with me that do have meet entry systems are SpeechWire and Texas Academics, in case that is something that you are interested in doing as a meet director. Again, I appreciate the time you took to watch this presentation, and most importantly, I thank you for taking on the role of UIL Academic Coordinator at your campus. It is my pleasure to assist you, so please reach out to me when the need arises.